Hey, it's been a piece since the last video, huh? Well, kind of got busy with all kinds of stuff, and well, sometimes I have trouble sticking with a single thing for any given period of time. But, well, figured now's as good a time to start as any. Well, start again, rather. Looks like last we left, we had just shy of 1,000 kills scored. And as for the weapons, I suppose a slightly better pistol couldn't hurt. I know it's not strictly necessary, but well, maybe a backup would be helpful. Have to say, one of the things I'm not so fond of about the combat knife is how short range it seems to be compared to other weapons. Remember the baseball bat being much easier to safely attack with. Even if they're all green tier weapons. At least now I've got some method of ranged attack. Now the fast ones come out to play. It would be a bad place to get cornered, especially later on in the game. I think I'll use up the scout just to free up a weapon slot for later. Come on. There we go. Ooh. And there's the first cursed zombie. Together. Hang on. Oops. Ah. Now this is a weapon I don't think we've seen before. Nice. Reckless. Plus, I really do need to remember about sprinting. Oops! I wasn't paying enough attention to my health bar. But I suppose that's one run over with. 176 is not as impressive as it was before. Maybe a second rank for a 2% chance is better. Zombie health seems to increase as time passes, so naturally, any kind of damage increase would fall off towards the beginning. Okay, now I'm remembering, what the strategy should be. I shouldn't actually pick up those weapon boxes straight away. Need to wait until I really need them. Because for now, zombies don't deal that much damage, and I can just get by using my knife for easier kills and more cash. Hang on a second. The Postal Service's zombies? I guess considering what we've seen, we can rely on them to be basically everywhere, or at least all around town. We never do get much of the greater Zombieville universe, do we? Although, of course, given the nature of the games, we've never really needed to get that kind of look into things. Alright, I think now's the time to whip out the pistol. I have to say, I do appreciate how the dev team has set up the music here. Shit. I've actually got it at 100% volume in the settings right now, and as you can hear, honestly, it's not all that... It doesn't take up that much of the soundscape, so to speak. And that means a lazy person like me can just leave it on in editing without too much of a hassle as a result. It doesn't sound nearly as jarring, or at least I hope it doesn't, when in between cuts. Yeah, it's also convenient for me because I don't really have a way of getting this game's soundtrack besides recording it myself. It doesn't seem to be on sale last time I checked anyway. Forgot that weapons take time to pick up as well as... Hey. Come on. Fall down. Alright. It's a shame the fire only seems to stun the zombies, not actually damage them, but... I'll admit, I haven't played enough of this game to get a good feel for how the balance works. Whether certain design decisions are good, bad. I'll say the hand grenades are fun to use when they all bunch up together like that. Oh, shit. Snagged on a gravestone. At least it's a convenient place to put the body. "195 kills is better than usual, but not by much. I wonder. Losing a 2% chance to instant kill is a little... Well, I wouldn't say it's great, but... Anyway. I haven't shown it in footage here, but that console to the right of the helicopter does have a setting that lets one adjust the starting difficulty. But I've kept it off for now because... Or I've kept it at default for now because I'm not sure... Well, to be frank, you've seen me struggle to get past 200 kills per run so far. So I'm not sure how helpful it'd be to make things really difficult right from the start. That's interesting. Looks like the swing arc harms a zombie if it just hits where their arms are stretched out. And that's, well, works out for me since it means I can try to gauge from how far away I can hurt them. I have to say, I'm not really liking how little damage it feels like I'm doing right now. Okay, I think it's time to break out the first weapon crate. Oh. If you think this isn't already pretty strong while its ammo lasts, I should note, it's got both attacks for automatic and melee. So, like the combat knife, it can benefit from the perks that upgrade both those weapons at once. Oops. Okay. Striker +4. Firearm seems to be much easier to use than the other weapons. Might as well use up the pistol ammo before it becomes completely useless. Alright, note to self, be careful of cul-de-sacs. They might turn out to be literally dead ends. Yeah, it's much easier to take down zombies when you're in wide open spaces like this. Thankfully, that plastic trash bin doesn't seem to block shots. Phew. With the detector, we can just blast away the rest of the shotgun ammo. And let's head somewhere else with the weapon crate. There's something. And a garden gnome. Oh, shit! Fuck. Keep being careful about that kind of stuff. Okay, now we're at infection level 11. I think that's the best so far in this set of runs. The thing about conserving ammo in this game is that sometimes that just means your character dies with a fully loaded gun, which is honestly kind of embarrassing. Shit. That's still not enough to match my best record. And get a better combat knife as well. Alright, let's give this another shot. You know, I swear we picked up something from the library, or picked up a coin from the library not too long ago. But if it gets me a little closer to the Mage Blade, I'm not gonna question it. Speaking of coins, there's one right there. It's pretty nice. Just kindly hold still. Thanks. If it weren't for all the zombies and the road closed signs and the car wrecks, this wouldn't be half a bad place to live. I've always had a thing for shotguns in games, especially when they're not... Oops. Especially when the shotguns aren't basically melee weapons that use ammo like a lot of games portray them. Because sure, it can be fun to just put the barrel right up in an enemy's face and shoot. But some games make that anywhere between a questionable decision to just a straight up bad one. Is that? Hang on. Yes! Now we're talking. It doesn't even slow you down like it did in Zombieville, or USA 2. Alright, let's post up here, use up the weapons ammo. Can in fact kill enemies eventually. Good. Okay, that is pretty nice. Looks like each bullet causes... yeah, an explosion every time it punches through it. Okay, careful, careful. Clear the area, Okay, snagged it up. It's a scout. It's not really what I want at this stage in the game, but... well, you know what they say about beggars, right? Oh, just when I needed it. Come on, come on. Okay. Just what I needed. Okay, it's not so effective against these cursed zombies since they can't enter that stun on fire state. Might as well just drop the knife, because it's kind of useless now. Definitely use that minigun that just dropped, but... oh, wow, there's so many of them. Okay, will that protective status still work even if even for weapons completely out of ammo? Cha-ching! Shucks. Well, I think that was a pretty okay run, all things considered. Nice! Grab another coin. It's a shame the knife seems to fall off so fast. Well, admittedly, this damage upgrade that I got, the Generalist perk, should help a lot more. That said, the cost of all the upgrades is, I'm not looking forward to that, let's put it like that. I think the general plan I've got for now is to take a sort of glass cannon approach. Because, well, it's a classic thing they say in RPGs, right? The damage output of a dead guy is 0. And that's why status effects in those games often get the shaft, especially during some boss fights, although, of course, depends on what game specifically you're talking about. Maybe it's time to, use a real weapon instead of this piece of metal. It's starting to get a little too dangerous to use it. Especially now that the bigger zombies have started crawling out of their holes in the ground. Looks like the sniper rifle's seen some improvements in Zombieville USA 2 as well. Oh, shit. Oh, that was reckless of... well... no, it wasn't. It was just careless. Alright, Predator. 50 shots of high-caliber goodness. Copperhead makes for a pretty decent bullet hose once you finally get it anyway. Oh. Uh-oh. Shoot. That's what happens when I get inattentive. Oh well, 252 kills isn't something I'd say is a bad thing exactly. Anyway, that brings me to around... yeah. You can see the statistics yourself. Now as for perks for next time... I think we'll try to get melee a little bit better, so I can... have to be for next time. But I think I want to focus a little more on melee so that I can earn a little bit more money at the start of each round. Once the hordes really build up, I lose my chance to make use of... what was it? Grave Robber. Lose my chance to make use of it once the hordes really start piling up, because melee puts me at too much risk. I can't kill them fast enough. Right, since I'm here, might as well unlock everything else I possibly can. And for now, I think I'll stick with the hazmat guy. He was my favorite back in the mobile game. And that's it for now. See you next time.